Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. As we know, it's fall season, so we want all kinds of yummy soups now and those comfort kind of foods that we weren't eating during the summer. So we're gonna make us a cabbage soup right now. So I want to start with putting some olive oil. You know, olive oil has got good mono unsaturated fats in it, so it's got an omega, so it's good for you, heart healthy. So we're gonna start with that. The only reason I'm actually even using that is because you know me, I like to put a little bit of a base of everything in there to saute. So I'm gonna put up some carrots that I cut up and put them in there so they can get hot and kind of saute a little bit in that. If you want to put some garlic in it, you can. Actually, I think I want to add a little bit of onion into my soup. I always keep some stuff to cut up that I can use. So I've got some red onions. We'll go ahead and put those in there for a little bit of extra flavor. We love flavor. I'll save those for us another meal. All right, so we got that in there. That's gonna saute. This is where I go ahead and put my salt and my pepper on here. This is the pepper. There's the salt. I would stir that around until it starts to simmer just a little bit, and you'll hear it sizzle. And then once it starts to simmer and sizzle, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some diced tomatoes. Now you can do almost anything that you like with these. So the diced tomatoes add a little bit more substance, and they have some juice in them. It looks a little bit watery. So this is a sweet onion one. I'm going to dump that in. And this is just a can of regular diced tomatoes. These don't have any salt in them, so depending on your taste, you might want to add a little bit of extra salt into that. So stir that up. Again, this is my base, and since this is a soup, you want a good base. And soups that are not a cream base are better. They fill you up, they're very satisfying, they're very flavorful, very low in calories. And again, and when it starts to get cooler weather, it's really nice. I know, you hear handsome man in the back, right? He's ripping everything out of my cabbage right now. But that's okay, that's what grandkids are for, right? And now one of the ways that I like to add more value to everything that I eat and add a little bit more health to it is by using things that have some health benefits. And so turmeric is a seasoning that's got a lot of anti-inflammatory properties to it. And I sprinkle it in everywhere I can. So you know how I like to sprinkle in flaxseed or chia seed when I can. This time I'm going to use some turmeric. I'm going to do the, maybe, I'm going to do the top up. I'll just take the top off. About a tablespoon or two of turmeric. It's not going to add a big difference in the flavor. A little bit of a difference, but it's going to add a lot of other health benefits to it because of the anti-inflammatory. All right, so there was that. Stir it. Put it all in there. It will turn things a little bit of a yellowish tint. That's okay. Just so you know, that's what it came from. Next, I'm going to add my cabbage. This is a whole head of cabbage that I've cut up. Cabbage has got so much fiber in it. All right, there we go. Lots of cabbage in there. So because I added the cabbage, I'm gonna have to add more liquid. So I use V8 juice. I'm gonna pour this V8 in. The cabbage is gonna cook down. So don't worry if your V8 doesn't completely cover it. It's gonna make a thicker, heartier soup if you don't water it down too much. So again, we'll stir it up and mix up all my stuff in my soup. Soups are really nice because you can add all kinds of stuff in them. Well, come on, baby boy, you can help me. You want help? No? Okay. He's gonna destruct some more stuff. Next, he's gonna pull everything out from underneath the sink. Okay. So now I got my veggies all mixed, got my cabbage in there. And now I'm gonna add one more little thing. Because again, you know, I like to add all the function that I can to this. So these are lentils, and lentils come Like you don't have to buy lentils in a can. You can buy them in the bag, and they're much cheaper that way, and they go a lot further. So since we're making a soup that's going to kind of boil and simmer for a while, I just go ahead and pour my lentils into that, and then it gives it a little bit extra substance, gives it some protein, gives it some fiber, gives it all that extra good stuff that we need. So I'm just gonna pour the rest of that in there, which is about half a cup of lentils. And they're just gonna cook as the soup cooks. And they're gonna give it just a little bit more of a meatier taste. And I know I've got some of you comedians out there that are gonna laugh because I said meatier about lentils, because you want your sausage and your hamburger and your steak put into everything. Now, if you don't want to do all plant-based and you want to add something to this, add a chicken or maybe some ground turkey that you've browned up some ground turkey or chicken into it. And that will be a nice meat for it. But you can see how thick this is going to be. So once the cabbage cooks down, and as it boils, you're going to leave it simmer for a little while. Hold on, guys. All right, here's my handsome man. You see, he wants to be part of it. Say hi. So as it cooks down there a little bit and simmers, everything is going to come together. I would leave it simmer for a couple hours until everything is good and moist. Like the cabbage will be soft and tender, so will the carrots will be soft and tender. But anyway, there's a good cabbage soup for you. Thanks, guys.